You've done so well this year. Next year you'll get no increase for the cost of living. They promised that. All our lives we've given money into Social Security. And we were promised a COLA, cost of living, so that we could at least stay even. They're not giving it to us. That's how they're doing away with Social Security, guys. They just don't give you a cost of living increase. And before long, your buck isn't worth a hoot. You might not be able to buy cat food even when you're living in your children's basement. Enough said. Lots of good stuff going on. We have some really great clubs around town, and I strongly encourage you to join one if you haven't, because it's a fellowship, it's a new family, it's a support system. They have all kinds of wonderful programs, and everybody gets together regularly, and it's just terrific. Now, Casadega, Stockton, and Lilydale have a great bunch, and they have a tureen luncheon every time. Most do. You bring something with you, and they provide the club provides something, and it's a wonderful way to go. They meet in the American Legion Hall in Casadega usually, and I wanted to say they have some wonderful people over there. Charles Meter, happy birthday. Beulah Williams, Mickey Hamilton, Katie Pierce, and I wanted to say especially Charlie and Dorothy Redding. 66 years of matrimony. Now that is unheard of in this day and age. 66 years they've been married, and they're still going strong. And Don and Louise France, not much off, 63 years. Congratulations, guys. They're having a July meeting. It'll be a picnic over at Casadega, Lilydale, and Stockton. Bring along something. And the big entertainment, Big River Band. They come around, they play for the seniors all over the place. And I got to say, thank you very much. It's wonderful. Dunkirk Federated, not last but least, they meet at the Dunkirk Senior Center, which is a huge place. It's an old school, and they have all kinds of work and stuff in there. President is Loretta Hemming, and she does a great job. Their next meeting, if you want to drop around and meet these folks, June 15th, and you'll meet Matt Koyak, who's doing the honors for the coffee and the cake. Lakeshore Seniors, Charlene Hallmark, you all know her. She's been doing the job over there for a long time, and a great job. And she wants you to know there'll be no meeting, which usually there would be, on June 16th, Wednesday. It's just going to be a big dinner at 4:30 p.m. So put that in your calendar. Next meeting, regular meeting, is June 23rd. And Ronnie Genley will do the coffee. Mayville Seniors, what a bunch they have here. President is Fran Miller. She's been over there forever and ever and been working and president off and on for years. And they're having a dinner dance, which will be sponsored by the Senior Council, August 18th. And of course, that big picnic, they're having a picnic July 30th. More information coming up. Fran Anderson, I wanted to say happy birthday to Fran Anderson, their president. She does a great job over there. And also, Gene Kelsey tells us, don't bother trying to go to the trip to California. It's all closed. They've signed up everybody they can. They're going out. They take wonderful trips. First class, air-conditioned, bathroom, everything on buses. Out they whip, and the price is peanuts, and they have dinners and meals along the way. They stop for some wonderful entertainment, and oh, what a job. These senior clubs have wonderful trips. If you have not joined for that. And incidentally, often they have an extra seat, so if you're not even a member, you can. If you're not even a senior, you can. They take anybody along if they have an extra seat. And it's a great way to go. Mayville's meeting next June 17th, and they meet at the VFW, the foot of the hill, and down the lake a little bit, June 17th. The Mount Carmel Social Club, President Mount Carmel Carm Tempio, does a job over there, and they have a wonderful group. And I just wanted to mention that they're having a strawberry social at their next meeting. That'll be June 16th. If you want to join these guys, come on over. Meet Angie Logan. They had an ice cream social last time. They also have wonderful socials at these good, wonderful clubs. Silver Creek, they have a nice club room where 20 and 5 intersect. And Ed Newman, who's known well all over there, is the guy leading the band. He's the president. June 15th, they too, at 1 p.m., will have a strawberry social. And on June 22nd, the next day at 2 p.m., they're going to have a big auction of craft items. Vases, baskets, bring all kinds of stuff. And they're going to use that for paint supplies for the building. They maintain their own building over there. Next meeting coming up. just before the auction, which will be June 22nd. No? They tell me the news is over, guys. I'm overrunning the time here, so I'm going to take a break. I have a public service announcement for you, and then we'll be on with the geezer, who will talk about a recent trip to New Orleans.
This vehicle can take you to places no other vehicle can. To strange worlds and even stranger life forms. It can take you inside a human heartbeat to the innermost mysteries of life itself. It can take you to the silicon landscapes of tomorrow's supercomputers. It can even take you to a world where information travels on highways of light. This incredible vehicle can take you as far as your ability and imagination will allow. But only if you don't bail out. So stay in school. This message was brought to you by the United States Air Force because we know how far a good education can take you.
Okay, you'll need it. The geezer shoots from the hip. Good morning, Morgan.
Good morning, Reed. Good morning, Bill. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Reed was right when he said what I was going to talk about, but since then I've changed my mind. I was reading an article in the newspaper while I was waiting to come on, and it reported that on Monday our guest will receive from the governor a bill which will cut mental health funding in this state by $327 million. Bill, I don't usually do this, but I would beg you to please take a look at that bill and consider the potential damage to this country, and particularly to our state. Mental health problems are very difficult to handle. I have a roughly 40-year experience in the healthcare field, including mental health, by the way. And our healthcare system does not properly address the problem of mental health. We've always ducked it. We've cut back in the number of hospital beds available. And $327 million can bring a lot of trouble to you and me if it is pulled out of the mental health system. It's a difficult problem to handle medically. It's a difficult problem to handle institutionally. Bill, please take a close look at it and do what's best for the citizens of this state. Thank you, Reed.
Thank you, Mark. It makes me crazy. I'll tell you, they have shut down Gowanda and a number of hospitals. They said, well, we'll take care of them. We have clinics and so forth. I guess it's going to shut them down. They do have a wonderful program for mental health nationwide. People who are really suffering from mental health do bizarre things. They put them in jail. Just keep them in jail. They don't get any real servicing or anything, but they stay in jail. So you don't even see them. They take them off the street and put them in jail. That works. And it's much cheaper. You can keep somebody in jail for $80 a day. It costs $500–600 a day in a hospital where they might get some help. We have a guest with us who knows. He comes on, and I was going to do a meditation, but we're running back on time. I want to give you a little bit of time, or do you want me to do a meditation? What do you think?
You go ahead.
All right, we'll do the meditation. Think about some of the good things in our state, some of the beauty we have up here, the woods, the mountains, the hills, the beautiful valleys, and all that green, beautiful trees everywhere. We're fortunate. One of the things Mort said he didn't see down south much in New Orleans was trees. They cut them all down. We kept ours. We love trees. We're tree huggers. And think about how lucky you are to live up here. As the French said when they came through, this is the Garden of Eden here. It is. Remember, you're number one in the whole wide world, my friends. This is for you.